Welcome to the Bobby Kudo Show, where we dive into the fascinating world of human experiences and excellence. With special guests, real-life anecdotes, and thought-provoking discussions. Get ready to unlock and tap into your absolute potential with your host, manifestation coach, Bobby Kudo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bobby Kudo Show. I am your host, Bobby Kudo, and today I'm joined by a very special guest, Mr. Robert Walason, author, writer, director, producer, entrepreneur. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, but that's kind of too much stuff,
I had to write it down. I had to write it down because I said to myself, there's no way I'm going to remember all this. And
I got to check myself out, Bobby. I'm
definitely.
working too hard if I'm
this
doing
is
all
definitely
of that.
working too hard. From a guy that owned jewelry stores, moving companies, and just about a little bit of everything, brother. What a journey. I will tell you this, Bobby, I knew nothing about you, sir. And then Marco, it's like, hey, I got somebody that I think you should talk to. So, of course, I do the research. I go look and see. What an amazing journey, sir. What an absolutely amazing journey. And I am so glad you're here to tell us the story.
Well, I appreciate that. I thank you. And I thank Marco. Marco's an
Shut
amazing
up.
person.
Social table events.
And I'm so glad I met him recently. And he's been an advantage for me.
Absolutely.
He looks for ways to help people. And he gets the job done.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I love him.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, like, not to cut you off, Marco, but it just, if you're building a brand and you have a brand, it would obviously, I mean, this is amazing what you've put together so far, Bobby, but you have a brand, you want the people around you representing you to support your brand, right? Like, cause you're at a level and that's what Marco brings. Marco is that level. Like he's like you said, he's going to boost you.
Yeah, but Marco's on his way to that level, to that brand. He's doing a great job.
Absolutely.
You'll see in a very short time, Marco is going to be top dog in everything he does.
Yeah, and he surrounds himself with some pretty good people too, man.
He does.
Appreciate you, brother.
I've said before in the past, the future is looking very, very good now, and definitely looking much, much better now.
Yeah.
Well, you and I have some work to do.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
and I can't wait to get started.
Yeah.
We're going
absolutely.
for it.
So, hey, the 70s come and go, the 80s come and go. Here we are, 2026. Over million, I'm not going to say a million, I'm going to say millions of views and listens on your podcast. Like you've traveled, you've toured, you spoke to live audiences. Did you ever see all this coming? From a 3-year-old kid who burnt down his house, did you see all this coming? Did you see it all coming here?
Well, in the beginning, when I was a young boy, I would never let anything defeat me. I would never throw my guard down. I would fight, and I would fight anybody physically. And that led me to an attitude where nothing's going to stop you. I truly believed, even as a young boy, that nothing was going to stop me. And of course, the police stopped me. I had a career with
But you had to
police
run.
officers.
You were, 16 years old by the time they caught up with you?
Well, no, I was 12 when they put me in the boys' training school.
Yeah.
And then from 12 to 15, I kept escaping from the boys' training school.
Mm-hmm.
So they came to get me, the sheriffs, right at the training school when they caught me.
Well, but this is after you escaped, though, right? That last time when
for the 10th time.
Right.
You know? And it was also when the medium security men's reformatory had the YCC unit in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was everybody from any age up to 18. You couldn't be in there if you were 18.
Yeah.
So that's what that was all about. They came to get me. They brought me to the ACI.
15, right?
15, and they put me in segregation because I was only 15. You can't go in population in the adult correctional institution if you're older than 16.
Right.
So they held me there. While I was in there, I met so many people. I met what they called the Dirty Dozen. Now, there was a movie years ago, The Dirty Dozen. It was Army batch of Marines.
Yep.
No, this was badass dudes. The baddest dudes in the prison were locked up, and there was 12 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to know them very well. We got out of our cell 1 hour a day with the jogging suit. I mean, the jumpsuit.
Yeah.
There was no jogging.
Right.
But I became friendly with them. And then one thing led to another. I put myself in the place of one of the wise guys, and they accepted me like never before.
Yeah, but was that an accident? Was that an accident? Were you meaning to protect him?
No, I
right?
didn't know
It was
what
kind of
was
like an
going
accident,
on.
right? It was
I'm kind of protecting the guy I'm with,
right.
and I'm protecting this guy who he's with.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into that deep,
Sure.
but because I loved both of them
Sure.
at the time.
Sure.
But once I got out of prison, I ended up on Federal Hill, and I'm probably 18, 19 years old, and I meet a couple of men, real men from the days of Louis the Fox, and I fell in love with them. They were everything to me. They backed me. They fed me. They were just tremendous. One of their gumadas, I went out with the daughter, and that's really how it consummated.
Yeah, right.
But
right.
loved them to death, and they were two men that were with Nicky.
No, Nicky, he's the one you dug a pool for.
Nicky, I dug a pond, a koi pond. And when that was done, he came out and looked at it and said, you know what? If I'm going to dig a hole in my backyard, we might as well put people in it.
Yeah.
I said, ooh, I didn't know how to take that. But then he said, can you dig a pool? And I said, sure. You have a backhoe? He said, no. I want you to do it by hand. I don't want anybody to know what's going on here. And when you do something honorable like that for a guy, he usually returns the favor, and he did. He took me under his wing. I was like his man secretly.
Right.
Right. You can't. I'm unmade.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
but that was one of the most fascinating, intelligent human beings that I have ever met in my
Strategic,
life.
right? Very strategic, right?
I mean, if you want to take a look at Marlon Brando,
Yep.
you get the feel of Marlon Brando from this guy, and life went on. I became ballsy. Wasn't too much at the time, but became ballsy after that. And my ability to fight and knock people out and shake people down and do all these.
Your ability to take a beating.
No,
right?
No.
With the state police. Because that's what that's what got you out of the ACI, right?
Yeah, but if you want to go back to the state police, that's where I met Brennan Doherty. Now, Brennan Doherty is such a man, and you can split him down the middle. Brennan Doherty could be a wise guy, no problem. He can be colonel of the state police.
Right.
Absolutely. He is one of the nicest, sharpest individuals I have ever met. Forget the fact that he's a state trooper. I like a few of the state
But you met him, right? Boxing, right? Was that what you first time you met him was boxing?
Grundy's gym. We were going to Grundy's gym. My manager takes me up there. We're getting ready for the Golden Gloves. And they put me in with John Dino Dennis. Now, Dino was like 6'4", 255, 260 at the time. The best jab I've ever been hit by.
Yeah.
And we just went at it. I guess they knew I was coming. They were told that I was coming. Like,
Yeah, right,
oh my,
right.
I'm coming.
Wow.
You guys are the greatest.
Yeah, right.
And then I got in the ring with Brennan Doherty. Brennan can hit you from 7 feet away. All he has to do is come forward a little bit and snap that jab. And he had a great jab.
Yeah.
And we had a great round or two together, but that's all it was.
Right.
You know?
Right. And you have that respect for each other. There was that.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, I don't know if people know this, but you were quite the athlete. I mean, swimming, right? Like, you were.
Yeah, I loved any type of sports.
In a different world, in a different life, you're an Olympian.
Maybe you know those are big words.
But those are big numbers. Like, you were putting some serious numbers out there. Like, you were scholarships, right?
Yeah. It was the scholarships. I'm still depressed over this day that my father didn't allow me to go to La Salle Academy just for swimming.
Right.
It isn't like I was doing anything devious. It was just for swimming.
Right.
So, but he let that go, and that's what really set me off.
Well, that's a direction in life, right? Like, that could
Yeah.
have changed the trajectory of your life. It's something you really wanted, you were really passionate about,
Yeah.
and it was a good thing. But
Well, seeing that he didn't do that, I went in a different direction. But I decided to be a little more aggressive, tough, mean, take no prisoners type of attitude. I couldn't get the other life.
yeah,
So I said, let me go after this.
right.
And that's
Well, it's what you know, right? It's what you know. It's what you
Well,
know.
I
A
grew-
12-year-old kid living in a cardboard box. It's what you know. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
that box thing, that was, it wasn't as bad as you think. Though.
But still,
Because it was a refrigerator box.
Bobby,
It was big.
it's
I took all
Christmas morning,
the-
and you're getting beat with a Christmas
that's
tree,
what
bro.
was
You know what I mean?
bad.
And
Yeah.
and nobody comes looking for you. Like, that's the part.
They
You
never
said those
came.
words, and it like broke my heart. I'm like, he's right. Nobody came looking for you, man.
Nobody came. They just didn't bother. My mother couldn't even say a word to him. He would chop her down like a tree. So she had to keep quiet, and they never came. But it's all good. All of this nonsense that
Yes.
I had to put up with,
Absolutely.
it ended up being good because I became a CEO of 3 companies. I had a construction company, asphalt paving,
Yeah.
that I didn't know how to do when I started, but
Right.
it happened.
Right.
The jewelry business, I manufactured costume jewelry for companies like Trifari and Monet.
Oh, wow.
So doing that with those people and that kind of work with the construction, and, it led me to do right.
But you've always had that instinct, though. You've always had that fire inside of you to not stop. Like, your whole story, Bobby, you haven't stopped. It's been one thing after another. You're constantly in this pursuit of success. And, this show, it's the fundamental purpose of the show is the struggle to success. It's finding the absolute. It's when you're at the absolute bottom and somehow you find the absolute pinnacle. And when you're featured in a Netflix special and you've got 27, 40 episodes written, like, that's the success. That's the chase. And here you are telling that story, brother. So everything in between, it's all part of the clay that shapes the man that's sitting across from you right now.
Spot on, Bobby, spot on. But Unmade was just something I had to do. So many things had happened in my life. And writing it Unmade showed the people I'm not that bad guy that you all thought I was. So that was great. And then getting on with Amazon Prime Video, which it's on now,
Yep.
Unmade, which
Yeah.
is cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. But Boss Angel, Bobby, I'm not even sure how I came up with that.
All right. So let's tell the audience. Boss Angel, it's show the audience right here. All right, give me the shot, buddy, right here. My cam, right there. And this is available now, right?
Yeah.
People can buy this now. Amazon, Barnes and Noble.
Amazon.
I just ordered this one, but he brought me a copy. He's going to sign it for me. That's also available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Unmade. Tell us a little bit. How do you come up with this? So, from what I read, I did obviously the research on Boss Angel. I see the character. I see the similarities between you and this character. I see that this is an opportunity for Bobby to live after he's lived. The legacy, the story.
Well, what I was going to do with Boss Angel was pick up at the graveyard when I brought the book back to Nicky that he gave me of Shakespeare.
Everything you need to know in life.
And then I thought, I'm not sure I want to do this. Let me write it. I'll write it, and I'll have Joe Achilles play the Boss Angel. He's perfect for it. He was wonderful in Unmade, really wonderful. I was so impressed with him.
Yeah.
But I just came up with an idea where the words "what if," what if? What if Martin Luther King didn't get hit with the bullet in the neck and the jaw, and it was 6 inches to the left? What if Whitney Houston didn't drown in the tub from drugs, as they say? What if Humphrey Bogart didn't smoke 7 packs of cigarettes a day?
Maybe Lennon doesn't get shot.
Lennon doesn't get shot.
Right.
Huntley, the guy that's...
Dylan, still alive, right?
Yeah. I mean, even Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Say all the Brotherhood doesn't shoot him. Say they shoot him and they miss him. There's different scenarios.
Sure.
So when you take all of these things, like Marvin Gaye with his father killing him, and you take Al Capone, Al died terrible death. But let's say he didn't have syphilis. I mean, what if is the whole key behind Boss Angel. And I just kept writing them and producing them.
So Boss Angel, the premise, right? So Boss Angel is a mob boss. He gets hit. He dies.
He's not a mob boss.
Okay.
He's like a capo.
Okay. All right.
All right, he's like
Okay.
a capo.
Okay.
And not a harsh capo. A nice, good, respectful, honorable capo with plenty of redemption in his soul. So that's what Joey plays. Joey plays it naturally. But it's, I just happened to pick the first episode of Marilyn and the Kennedys. Because I myself, I don't despise Robert Kennedy. I friggin' hate him for what he did to her. JFK tells him, take care of her. She's made 47 calls to the office. She's talking to everybody, blabbing away. Go get rid of her, take care of her. Instead of going to get rid of her, Robert gets seduced by her. And he starts seeing her. And Jack's saying, what are you doing? You got to do something there. She's going to pull a trigger. And in the Boss Angel, Marilyn, and the Kennedys, you're going to see my opinion. Marilyn, when she was found, she didn't have a scratch, a dot on her body.
Right.
The barbiturates were not enough to kill a mouse. So you'll see when you watch Marilyn and the Kennedys.
So when can we see this?
Saturday.
Okay.
This coming Saturday. Day
All right.
after tomorrow. Wow, today's Thursday.
I know, right? Already. Yeah.
Thank God.
So this will be March 7th.
March 7th
Yep.
at 7 o'clock it'll air, but, there's drinks and munchies and stuff like that
Yeah.
at 6 o'clock. So
Okay.
the doors open at 6.
Yep.
And it's just,
And this is
it's
and
fabulous. I watched it tonight, me and my cinematographer and my partner.
Bishop McVinney Auditorium,
Yes.
43 Dave Gavitt Way in Providence, Rhode Island.
Right.
The Bobby
If you-
Kuda Show is giving away 2 tickets to that.
Well, if you take Westminster Street all the way towards downtown,
Yeah.
go over 95. You're still on Westminster. You go over 95.
Right
you
there.
Crash right into it. It's
All
right.
right.
There.
Awesome.
Can't miss it.
Awesome. And that's a
But-
social table event, right, Marco?
Voting it with Bobby here. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
Correct, yeah.
Excellent. So you'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there probably most of the day. Yeah, I'm gonna be there with Bobby, so we'll be there most of the day.
We'll have fun. So, so the nice thing is, I spoke with executives who contacted me from Netflix. One was also the person who signed the forward when you read Unmade.
Yeah.
His name is Zach Stewart Pontier. Closest friend. Remember when his children were born during Crime Town Live? See, nobody saw Crime Town Live. They saw Crime Town, the podcast,
Yep.
guys talking and stuff.
Right.
Crime Town Live was all the theaters in Brooklyn, New York, Boston, Providence, Columbus.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? How cool was that, man? That all these people were showing up to hear your story.
First of all, I couldn't even believe it.
Right? It's amazing.
The first show
Yeah.
was in Brooklyn. And when I walked in to the place, I mean, people really didn't know exactly who I was.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around saying, are they here for us?
Yeah.
But Dan Barry from the New York Times was emceeing. And he said, I have this one, I have that one. Okay, come on out, so-and-so, the ghost, Barbara, the Dr. Broad, come out. And then he saved me for last. And I was listening to the applause, and I was saying, wow, all these people here for Crime Town? I didn't know what it consisted of. I thought it was just a bunch of guys get together, we talk, and we have a
Bobby,
podcast.
it's huge, man.
177 million hits.
Huge.
Unbelievable.
Huge. That's amazing. Amazing.
That's what got me aloft. I just started right from that.
Yeah.
But it was really cool because when Dan Barry would say, okay, ladies and gentlemen, you know who we have left. The people started applauding. And I said, oh, my God, what am I going to do?
Right.
They're all applauding for me. Wow.
Right.
I'm bashful, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
And but when I came out, it was cool. It was so cool. And that first show gave me my title, my sentence of the whole entire podcast. It was, Bobby, tell us what it was like back in the day. I said, okay. Back then, being a wise guy was the coolest fucking thing on the planet. It was so cool. Even the movie stars wanted to be with us.
That's it right there, man.
That did it.
That's it
That
right
did
there.
it. I was last all the
Yeah.
time.
Signature right there, man. Yeah, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps hearing him say that, man. That's awesome. Yeah.
And you know, there's like 5 guys, maybe 6 from Unmade that have passed. But I miss Jerry Tillenhaas more than anything.
Really?
More than anything. I have other friends too that are involved.
Yeah.
But you got to have your favorites in life. Of
course.
You have to. You can't just say, oh, I like you, I like you, I like you. No.
Right.
That's right here.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Right.
So he's my buddy that I miss the most, and we had a good time in the podcast. But it took me over and above as far as the books, making the movies, they were things that I feel that I had to do. I didn't have to do Boss Angel, but it's bad to the bone, Bobby. It's bad to the bone. Even the first episode is going to blow your mind. The music's going to twist your brain. Wait until you watch Marilyn and the Kennedys.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I'm
Boss
excited.
Angel.
I'm really excited. Dude, and I'm sure the fans can't wait to see this, man. I'm sure everybody's waiting to see this. It's been a build-up, right? How long have you been working on this, like in totality?
Well, I did the trilogy,
Yeah.
Boss Angel 1, 2,
Two
and 3,
Yeah.
about almost 3 years ago. And I decided to do the movie once I got the Film Hub to go ahead and distribute to Prime Video.
Sure.
I said, well, that's great. He can do that. But then as I'm going along writing this for series,
Yeah.
the amount of pay for Amazon was nothing.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't worth.
Yeah, you'll
the
find that
effort.
most of them are that way. It's not worth it. Yeah.
But Bobby, you got Netflix who pays you right up front. This is what we're giving you.
Yeah, but Bobby, you have to have quality. Like they pay for quality. That's why they pay you, because this is quality content. You know, it's funny. There's nothing out there like this.
No.
Like you're encompassing so many genres, right, into this one entity, that even if you're sitting with, the boyfriend and girlfriend can sit and both really enjoy this because they're going to find the commonality in the characters.
Yeah. And, Zach Stewart Pontier saw it on Facebook, what I was doing. Because I put stuff out there.
Yeah.
I don't care. I put whatever I'm doing, I put it out there. And he texted me and said, we would like to come and sit with you over Boss Angel. I said, well, where would you like me to go? He goes, no, we'll come there. You tell me. So my friend Chris Rattini, he owns Maria Cucina. And I go there a lot. I love the place. I love the food. I love him. And I love the girls. I love the waitress. I love them all.
I love this guy. Yeah.
I just love them all.
Yeah.
And so he set us up at a big table. I mean, it was set for 8, I think. And there was 3 of us.
Yeah.
So I brought an accordion file. I could stick 20. I had 40, but I could stick 27 episodes in it.
Yeah.
So I brought it. I said, hi, how are you? She goes, okay. Do you have all the episodes? I said, well, I got 27. She goes, well, can you let me read Marilyn and the Kennedys? Because that's the one that Zach.
Right. He's like, you gotta read this thing. You gotta read this. Right.
And she's in charge of all the series.
Okay.
Right. And so she read them. She couldn't believe it. She said, you have to take this to Amazon because you have a movie with them. I said, oh. She goes, yeah, you have to do it or they'll destroy the movie that you're doing. It won't be good.
Really?
I said, oh, all right. I didn't do it. I started getting ready to film. So she calls me. She sees some stuff on the film because I was putting it on there.
Yeah.
All the people involved with it, taking pictures and videos and putting it on Facebook and Instagram. So she says, can you meet us? I said, yeah, where? She goes, you name it again. I said, all right, Antonio's in Knightsville. And Zach knew where it was. So she comes there, sits down, she goes, we don't want you to take it to Amazon. I said, oh, okay.
Okay.
People like that sit in front of you. You're going to listen.
Yeah, of course. Right.
I said,
Right.
okay,
Yeah,
I won't
right.
take it to Amazon.
Right.
I never really wanted to
Right.
begin with.
You're a writer. What do we know? Right. Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
So what a relationship we gathered. It was really fantastic. The actual day that $54.7 billion deal for Warner Brothers and HBO, I was there with them in New York.
No shit.
Yeah, they called me
shit.
to come up. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
We ate, we talked. They threw some numbers that made my head spin. They said, yeah, well, most people get this, but you're probably going to get that. Wow. Yeah, so it was strong.
Wow.
And I think it's such a good relationship that after we show this, it's really for the people. It's for interest and stuff.
Yeah.
They're also getting it tomorrow.
Netflix is like the McDonald's of content. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do business with anybody, that's where you want to be. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing, though. We did the after a bit of shooting, we did the trailer, but first we did the teaser, and then they went crazy. They loved it like you wouldn't believe. Now they're waiting to see the episode, and I think we're going to be ready to roll.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. That's amazing.
you.
That's
Thank
amazing. It's just to be here, right, at this point, because these things always take a monumental amount of time. And when you're creating this stuff, you're like, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. But then all of a sudden, you're in New York. You're sitting around all these people, and they're like, hey, this is the win right here. Like, here we are. We already created a teaser. We already got the pilot. And now on Saturday, you're going to sit around all your friends and family, and you're going to watch this creation, man. It's going to come to life. It's incredible.
Yes.
It's incredible.
You know, I was a little concerned as we put everything together, as we shot everything. I said, I'm not sure we got the material to make this story that I'm trying to make. But, you know, funds is everything.
Right. Right.
But, man, I sat with Brandon Maxim, my partner and cinematographer, number one in the world. And we sat at the auditorium, just him and I in the whole auditorium watching it. And we couldn't believe it.
No kidding, right?
We couldn't believe it.
Here it is. Like, right? What you dreamed, you're actually watching it. Yeah.
That's it. And, you know, the key here is to go on to the next episode and the next episode.
Right.
I have Jim Morrison coming up with special guests because you have to be dead to be in Boss
Gotcha.
Angel.
So the Doors.
The Doors, Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
But there was a favor done for Mick Jagger. What's their guitarist, the famous crazy guitarist?
Oh, what's his name? He fell out of a coconut tree from the Rolling Stones.
No,
The Rolling
Rolling
Stones. I can't believe this. Oh my God!
Keith Richards.
Keith Richards.
Keith Richards. Yeah.
Thank you, Marco. Thank you.
So in the story, Boss Angel calls him up.
Yeah.
Says, listen, I'm here in Paris at the penthouse of Jim Morrison. He's not answering the door, but he's there. I was told he was there by the doorman, and you got to help me. You're his friend. I helped you. So he says, you did. I'll be there. He gets on his jet and flies. Wasn't that far. Flies, gets there. It's Mick Jagger and Jim Morrison most of the way.
Yeah.
And then at the end, Mick Jagger cons him, because he hasn't played in 2.5 years, to come to the Wimbledon Arena, because they're playing.
Yeah.
And he cons him to get on the stage and just do one song. So it's really cool. At the end, Pam was his girlfriend, Jim Morrison. So that's a reunion.
Yeah. So music's a really big part of this. I mean, obviously,
Music
your life, pretty much, right? 70s and the 80s. That was. Would you say that those were the best music ever created?
Bobby, you hit that right on the head.
Right.
70s and 80s. It was just unbelievable. Al Green. Barry White.
Yep.
Oh my God, the list goes. But Bobby Womack. I know it's all black music, but that I can't help it.
But
That's what I like.
That was the creation of it all, right? That's
Yeah.
even Elvis. Where did Elvis come from? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Like
he came
that's
from the South.
you know, so it all comes from somewhere, man. So it all makes sense.
I got Elvis in there too, you know.
That's awesome.
Elvis is at the very, very end. Marilyn comes back. Unbelievable.
See, that's just the coolest thing about the story is that these characters never fade away. They can always come back. Like you can continue to make these episodes and like this can go on, you know, and people are hungry right now.
I got to tell you something that's going to blow your mind.
All right. I'm listening, bro. I'm listening.
Okay, so I have 42 episodes. I got to write 3 more to make 45.
Yeah.
So
Push that mic a little closer to you, Bobby. Just a little bit more. Yeah.
So that Netflix with 45, they want 9 episodes a year.
Okay.
Times 5 is 45. It's 5 years with the Boss
Makes
Angel
sense.
and all that.
Yeah.
Boss Angel can continue, and I'm gearing up for it. Let me say one word because I can't give this away.
All right.
Sports.
Ah, see, that's great. That's great.
You go from
Bobby. That's after like I'm like, wow, you could do anything you want with this. You can go anywhere with this. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a genre that's going to follow everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
but you bring it in with music because
you
everybody
want
loves
to know
music.
what Caitlin said to me? She said, she goes, you have a special genre. You have 4 different categories in one story, which has never been told before. She goes, but there's something else that you have. I said, what's that? She says, you're going to rescue Hollywood.
Wow.
I said, wow.
Wow.
She goes, they're all going to pick up on
No pressure,
everybody.
Bobby. No pressure, buddy.
No. So,
right?
I guess I took that as a compliment, but very, very full of pressure.
Oh, absolutely. Right.
My
Of course.
God,
Right.
like,
Yeah. Right. Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I got a lot to stand up to.
Absolutely. But I mean, you got most of the work at this point. You have these at least 5 years, you know.
Well, I believe I have to write. I can do it in 2 books. The second chapter of Boss Angel.
Nice.
This chapter is great, but I think the next one could be just as neat.
Absolutely. Would you consider, like, as you move forward, bringing in more writers, more ideas, or you're like, this is it. This is
Bobby, that never works. That never works. I
have no experience writing. That's why I'm asking.
Well, I had Joe Broadmeadow help me with Unmade, but it was really me. I was in Florida, living in Florida, sending the stuff, email back and forth, pages after pages after pages. And there was too much where I had to correct. Maybe because it was something that was a true story.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason.
Gotcha.
But Boss Angel, that had to be mine. I didn't want any interference.
I know. I
knew what I
feeling.
wanted
I know
to
the
do.
feeling. It's the same thing here. I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody fucking with my shit. Like just.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
You know, I have Whitney Houston in there. That's a saga. That is such a saga. I may stay or keep that for last because she was so unbelievable, that girl.
No one's ever sang the national anthem the way she did. Like
No.
that no one will. That will never be duplicated ever.
Bobby,
Ever.
no one's ever sung the way she sung.
No. I agree.
You know,
I agree.
And then I had my man Barry White. Barry White is an intricate type person because you don't get too much out there about him. You can't study him.
Right.
But I loved his music so much that it doesn't matter.
Right.
I'll get what I can get and fill the rest with music.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we got Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke is incredible. What a story on him.
Yeah.
No one knows, But I think that I kept away from the Kennedys individually because of my love for Marilyn. I love Marilyn. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I love Marilyn. She was a sweetheart. She was kind of tortured, and I think what I'm doing here with her is great. It's great for her. It's great for the people to know. May not be too swift
Right.
for the Kennedys, but that's life. I
Right.
tell it like it is.
Oh, absolutely.
And then when we get to a certain point, the boss angel takes over. The boss angel has to take over at a certain point. He's got
Absolutely.
to straighten things out.
Absolutely. And, somebody like Marilyn who, that she was taken advantage of, like she was a prop. It wasn't just the Kennedys. There was a lot of people that took advantage of that woman.
Well, you got Sinatra, you got Sam Giancana.
Right. It was like the baton, passing the baton along.
By the way, you're going to see Sam Giancana in the film
No kidding.
Saturday. Yeah, Sam's a bad man.
That's awesome.
He's a bad man, and guess what? John F. Kennedy did not win the presidency. Sam Giancana did.
Oh, wow.
But Sam got backstabbed by Robert instantly. The deal with the father, you'll see in the movie.
Okay.
You'll see in the movie. There was a deal that was violated. And it's all true. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
And, Sinatra, he took it on the chin. Frank took it on the chin. He was a good man. He enjoyed the company of Marilyn, but he also distributed Marilyn, which was not a good thing,
And it was a different time. Things were much different then than they are now, right?
Oh, I believe they are, but it's a shame what happened to her, and I just feel really proud that I'm putting out the first episode of Boss Angel.
It's amazing.
With Marilyn and the Kennedys.
Yep. So if I'm home and I go to Netflix, when will it be available for me to watch it?
From your lips to God's ears, I have no idea.
That's what we got to figure out.
We got to get that done. You'll see it.
Yeah.
You'll see it anyway.
Yeah. I can't wait. Can't wait.
You'll see Unmade right now when you go on
I see
Prime.
it. Yes, it's there.
It'll kind of be the same situation, but I can't say. They may want to theater it first. If it goes to theaters, then it's a different story. But if it doesn't, we go to episodes, and we do 9 a year. After 5 years.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Unmade. Was it Nikki or was it the bullet? What freed you?
When I got shot, let's jump right to the case. When I got shot, Nikki died less than a year later.
Lou Gehrig's disease, right?
Yeah. And when he died, I swear, I felt like I died.
Wow.
Because I knew in my mind, I'm not made. My strength and my love was with him. So I knew it was coming. Because I was a pretty hefty puncher. So when I would do that type of deal, it would be serious. And I couldn't be touched because Nikki loved me.
Sure. But he told you that. He told you that.
He didn't really have to. He didn't really have to. He said, well, this one's asking, who are you? Why are you with me? But he was one of the greatest men I have ever met. I've ever had the honor of meeting. Fantastic human being. loved his children, loved his wife, and still controlled what he had to control.
Right. Right.
You know?
Right.
And you know who else we haven't even mentioned? Bobo Marapisi.
Well, you know, I wasn't sure where you wanted to go, and
Let me tell you, I love Bobo.
Yeah,
I love.
yeah.
I don't
because
care.
look, because I mean, I know even the whole situation with Bobo and Billy and all of that, and the fact that you stood up for him, and you know, there's so much to that story, you know, and I will say and it was very. You know what? I could tell who the kind of person you were. Like going through the whole story, I'm like, I see this guy. Like you're a good person. You're a good guy.
Thank you.
But you fight that demon, right? That demon lives inside you. You fight that demon. But you know, hearing you being in that courtroom and saying, "Hey, listen, it wasn't Bobo. That's the man that took out your son."
Right.
I mean, what as a parent to know that there's some peace, bringing some peace to that man. You know what I mean?
Well, that was important to me because the kid that was killed, his mother, every time she came to the court, she would just explode and sob and cry. And when it came my turn to get up there after these, you can't even call them stool pigeons. What do you call them? Rats. They were rats.
But real quick, but at this time, Billy was already an informant, right? Billy
He'd already testified and everything.
Yeah, so this is the person, right? So the audience has an idea who this is.
Let me tell you, Bobby, I got him sweet.
Yeah.
They put him up and let him do his speech. And then we're going to call Bobby Walason, please come to the stand.
Yep.
And I tore it up. Richard Egbert stood looking at me on the stand and said, okay, so you told us your story. Why are you testifying? Tell us, why are you testifying? And I moved away from him so I could get in view of the mother. And I pointed my finger at her. I said, because I want that woman to know who really killed your son. She started bawling.
Wow.
And then when she left that courtroom, she grabbed either Mark Patankin, one of the reporters. She said, I want him charged. I want that witness charged, Billy Furley. He's the one who did it. And they better charge. And they never did.
Of course not.
Because he was a protected witness.
Right. What a deal, though, right? What a deal. Do you think he played that out? Do you think he actually thought that, or was it just shit luck? Because think about it, right? The guy commits a murder and then becomes an informant and gets away with all of it.
All right, you ready for this?
Yes.
He gets charged with attempted arson. He gets 4 months in New Hampshire. I have to drive him out there with a friend of mine. We get there, he starts crying, he hugs me. He's got 4 months on an attempted arson.
Yeah.
So I leave him there and I go, and I said, Jesus, I'm worried about this kid. He's weak. I get back 4 months later. Actually, it was like 3 months later. He didn't even do the 4 months. He comes into my gold store on Ralph Street. He says, how you doing? How are you? He's got a down jacket at the beginning of October. And he's trying to tell me things. I said, come over here. I got to polish these rings. Come over here. Boom, I turn on the blower. Shh. I hit the wheel. Psst. Now you can't hear him.
Of course, you think he's wired.
I know he's wired, and he was wired.
Right.
So I said, well, what's the matter? He goes, look, I just want you to know everything's going to be all right. You got nothing to worry about. I said, I'm not worried about anything anyway. What are you worried about?
Yeah.
He said, well, I'm just letting you know. I just want you to know. I said, yeah, okay.
So know. Right there, you know. You know.
No, do you know what I did? He goes out to the car. He leaves. I lock up, shut lights, everything. I get in my car. I drive to New York from Ralph Street.
Yeah.
I get out there. Back then, if you had a driver's license out of state, they got to let you in. I get there. and the YCC, the NYCC.
Yeah.
It's right in the middle of Manhattan. It's where Epstein hung himself.
Oh, yeah.
So I was in there. I go in there and I see Bobo. He comes out. I said, listen, there's something fucking wrong here. This kid's going to rap. I'm telling you right now. Bobo reaches over the table, grabs me by the shirt, pulls me in, close to his face, like right close to his face.
Yeah.
He says, don't you fucking ever accuse him again.
Wow.
Do you know what I said? I said, well, I think I should get rid of him. He says, he pushes me back in the chair. You ever fucking talk like that again, I'll kill you.
Wow.
Now, this is my man. Bobo's my man.
Wow.
But he...
Just so people know, you're hanging out with Bobo like 14 hours a day, 6 days a week. Like you guys are...
Sometimes
like
7.
7, right? Whatever.
I
right.
didn't really have a life.
That's how
It was
close you
me
guys
and him.
are. And
Yeah.
he's sticking up for Billy, not realizing that Billy just...
He stuck up for Billy. Don't talk like that.
Yeah.
Don't you dare. And a few weeks later, charges come down. Bobby Walason, Bobo Maripisi charged with murder. It was fucking... It was ridiculous.
Right.
We
Right.
didn't murder anybody.
Right.
Me and Bobo didn't murder anybody.
Right.
I wasn't the murdering type anyway.
Mm.
I'll beat you the fuck up. I'll break your jaw in 2 places. But I won't murder
Right.
you.
Right.
That's crucial.
Yeah. Right. Right.
But he found out just a couple of weeks after that Billy had turned and he's ratting on me and him.
Did he tell you were right? Did he ever admit that you were right?
Never.
Wow.
Never admitted I was right.
Wow.
And then, beside the...
'Cause that's gotta hurt, man.
Beside the murder of Marabella,
Yeah.
which we didn't do,
Hmm.
Billy had part in. Me and Bobo didn't do it.
Right.
And the McElroy, the 20-year-old kid with the baseball bat. Billy beat the fucking kid to death, not us.
Right.
So we really didn't do anything, and poor Bobo did all that time for a fucking recliner. A recliner, a lazy boy.
That's right. That's right. Because he said, 15 years for a recliner. The fuck I get for a couch?
It would have got 30 years,
30
for,
years
a
for a
couch.
couch. Man, that's crazy. Wow.
I loved him with all my heart.
No shit.
I
Wow.
knew him probably better than just about anybody on Federal Hill.
Yeah. Wow.
There was a lot of people that were jealous of Bobo.
Bobby, the chances that you would even have a journey like this and be involved with these people and just, you know what I mean? Like dropped where you were dropped. You know what I mean? And you're a survivor, brother. And you know what I mean? Like you navigated through all this. Boy, a lot of people didn't make it, right?
No, there was
right?
a lot left behind. But I got to tell you something. It doesn't matter who you end up with, who you're associated with. It matters about who you are as a person, who you want to be. Do you want to find redemption in your life? Because if you choose not to, you have problems.
Mm.
And it was finding that redemption that brought me to sanity. And when Bobo was gone and when Nicky was gone, the rest of the guys were all gone, it was time for me to leave.
Hmm.
Exit, Heavens to Purgatory, stage left. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then you're here, right? And then all roads lead here. And this is where we are. And you're touching so many people with your story, with your journey. And, the one thing I wanted to, I hope you don't mind. I was kind of like on the fence of whether or not, but I feel like you and I are friends. Like I see it in your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, it just seems, a lot of the things that I've read about you and the research, you never mention your mom. And I only say this because I was 12 years old when my dad took off, right? So you and I were the same age when
You were 12?
I was 12 when I lost my dad, right? And not because he died, because that would have been the lucky thing. He's just an alcoholic loser who abused us and decided to leave, which was actually a heaven sent. But nonetheless, I didn't have a father figure, much like you. So I had to find that leadership and direction, and my mom provided a lot of that to me. And I say to myself, gee, I wonder if Bobby's life would have been different, but I never hear you talk about your mom. So
my mom is a touchy story, and she would always stay with my father even after he beat her, like pounded her back down into the ground. And I never forgave her for that. We should have left at 11, 12. We should have left then. But she kind of double-crossed me at the end of her life. She knew that I was a moneymaker, but at the time, maybe I wasn't doing that well. So she gave the inheritance to my brother, Charlie, to my daughter, Nicole. So she did some things at the end, but you can't blame anybody for anything. You are the captain of your ship, and whatever happens in your life is all on you. You're responsible. So I left it like that. You can't drag things around. You gotta find a solution to everything. And if you do, your life will be incredible.
you're proof positive of that, sir. Here you are. Here you are, against all odds, man. And, you know, and just for the audience, you did have a chance to have that last moment with your dad, too. I know it wasn't, but you did have that last moment with him, right?
I got to tell you something. It's hard to believe. It's hard to accept. 12 years old, Christmas tree, down the stairs, bada boom, bada beep, all that stuff. I loved my father.
Crazy, right?
You know.
Yeah, I know what you
mean. I sat in the gazebo and back in Nicky's house in his yard. And I made the mistake of saying to him, yeah, my father, he was terrible. He was rotten. He fucking did this and that. He was no good. And Nicky said, listen to me. Your father, you should honor, regardless. He's your father. Don't look any other way. That's the way you have to take him. And I looked at him and I said, wow, I've never had anybody tell me that before.
Right.
You know, he told me so many things, so much wisdom, so much honor, so much loyalty. Nicky Bianco was the best man I ever known.
Wow.
Period.
Wow. And so you're in a parking lot, right? You're getting out of your car and you run into your dad. Was it random? Was this a random meeting or?
Actually, Bobby, I was in the driveway of their house and I was bringing stuff for them, helping them out. My father came down the back stairs and he came walking over to me. And he already knew about all the things that I was involved with and where I was heading. And he said, I want you to know that I love you and that I've always loved you. I couldn't make certain things happen, but I tried. And I said, Dad, come on, don't worry about it. That's over. Come on. And we hugged.
Wow.
That was the first makeup ever
Wow.
since I was a kid.
It brought you some peace, right?
What's that?
It brought you some peace.
Oh, yeah. I was feeling really good after that. My father hugging me, I never got a hug. I got a lot of slaps, punches, and
I love it when you say, I recognize my aunts and uncles by their ankles because I spent more time under my bed than I did on it.
you know, I couldn't understand him saying that, making us do that. I couldn't fathom why.
It's the hard. Those are the, you know what, you'll never know why.
No.
Because that's not who you are, Bobby. And
No.
and I struggle with the same thing. Like, you went through those things, those situations, and I watched, much like you, the abuse, right? And I could never figure out, like, why doesn't she leave? Why don't we get out of here? And you never figured it out. And much like the same reason, like, all those years had passed, and you're looking at your dad, you're like, I love you, man. Like, you're my dad. Like, somehow that it's embedded in us. You know what I mean? And you look past all that and realize they are the creator. You know?
But Bobby, you do know that I love you in the driveway was the only time we exchanged that.
That's crazy.
And him putting me not in the bed, but under the bed, that showed me courage because I went under the bed. Strength because I endured.
Stayed under the bed.
Yeah. And, but I didn't realize it at the time. I realized it after. Where I don't care who you are. You disrespect me, get ready. You got something coming that you would not believe. And I'm not saying that because I'm a tough guy. I'm a pretty tough guy, but I'm not a tough guy. I just like to enjoy people and respect them and have them respect me.
Sure.
But he didn't. He didn't. He was so ruthless. And my sister Cindy had to get under the bed too. You know, it was terrible.
Did you have two sisters, Peggy and?
No, I had two, Cindy and Patty.
Oh, Patty.
But Patty was my baby. Patty was a junkie. She died of a heroin, cocaine overdose.
Sorry to hear that.
No, she was junkie all her life.
Wow.
He threw her out at 15. She got with other people that did dope. And
Well, that was the reason your
when
dad,
she was 30
right?
something.
That was the reason your dad threw you out, because you were with her, right, that morning.
Yeah, for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my dad was riddled with guilt. He was so bad that he couldn't reverse it. There was no redemption for him. There was no reversing it. He was just bad. My mother knew he was bad. Couldn't do nothing about it. But I rebelled.
You survived, bro. You survived.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you did whatever it took to survive. Like, you didn't give up. You kept your head above water, and whatever it took and whatever it meant, you did it, man. You're the proof positive testament to the will to decide to make a decision, be like, I'm just not going to lay here and die. Like, I want to be something. I want to create something. And it seems like you've taken a little bit of everyone. You know, you're sitting here across from me, and you mention these names, and it's almost like I see these people. Like, I can see the love and compassion that you have for them and how they've shaped who you are. It's like you've taken a little bit of each one of them, and you've taken that along with you. You know, right? Like, I think Nikki, the compassion that Nikki showed you is the compassion that you show everyone else. You're saying this is the greatest man you've ever met, and you're learning from that example. Your dad didn't show you that. Nikki did.
Yeah. No, that's true. I also want to mention something as far as great men and compassion. The Barbados for Monticello's. They treated me like I was a king. They did everything but crown me.
Wow.
I became really close to Bobby. We're close in age. And his father, Robert, just respect like you would not even dare go near. And Donald and Joe Barbado, those people showed me class. You know, I wore jeans. I wore T-shirts. Nikki took me up there to meet them, and they took charge of my wardrobe. They taught me how to be classy. You know, Bally shoes, Bruno Mali, Gucci, Roberto Cavalli.
Yeah.
I mean, it went on. And I have to mention that part of my life because I love dressing now. I will not go out unless I'm sharp to the bone.
Love it. Me too, man. Yeah, I like
You know
to-
what I mean, Bob?
Yeah, I feel good, man. I want to look good. Yeah,
we,
feel
we
good.
want to always look
Absolutely.
good when we go out because you never know
You never
what
know.
lyrics.
Absolutely. You never know when you're going to run into Chelsea, right? You never know.
Yeah. Oh, Chelsea. Is it Chelsea or Chelsea? What is it?
Is it
Kelsey.
Is it Kelsey? All right,
Kelsey.
Kelsey.
With a K.
Shout out Kelsey. CH, isn't it? It's K?
Kelsey. Yeah, with a K.
Oh, okay. All
All
right.
right, let's make sure she watches this.
Kelsey. Oh, she was.
Well, she will now because we're giving her a shout out.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Kelsey, I want you to know that I love you, and I will treat you like a queen,
There you go.
and there's nothing nobody can do about it.
Perfect.
That's right. Kelsey. Kelsey at the George.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bobby, such a pleasure to have you here, sir. I really appreciate it.
Bobby, you're excellent.
Come
You're
on, man.
fantastic, man. I enjoyed your company.
I appreciate
your
you.
language.
Can I
everything.
call you friend, sir? Like I would love to call you my
Yes,
friend,
of
and I would
course.
love to have you come back. Will you please come back?
Yes, but
All
I
right.
mean, we covered everything, but I,
Yeah.
I could come
No,
back.
listen, I can talk forever, and you've got there's a lot I want to ask you about.
And, well, you know, we can talk about what happens with Netflix.
Absolutely.
That's a reason to
Absolutely.
really come back.
100%. Actually, you know what? The only reason I need you to come back, sir, is to sit in that chair and just have a conversation with me. I am so intrigued by your journey, sir. Like, I want people when people hear this episode, I want them to hear that they may be at the worst possible situation in their life right now. That this is where the growth happens. Most people don't want to be in the worst place. They don't want to feel shitty about themselves. They don't want to feel shitty about the situations. But the truth is, it's so necessary. It is the fertilizer that makes the flower grow.
Yes.
When you're hungry, you search for food. When you're cold, you search for warmth. This is when you need to struggle.
Amen.
And bro, you're proof positive of this, Bobby. Like
Thank
all of your struggle, everything you've been through in life, the odds, my man, the odds that you are sitting in that chair right now is proof positive to the testament of the man that you are, sir. And it's a pleasure to have you here in my studio.
Well, I appreciate you so much, Bobby. You're so cool.
Thanks, man.
And you do a great job. But I want to mention one thing
Sure.
before we close that we haven't talked about. And it's very important.
All right.
How, why, and where I got shot. We need to, unless you want to wait for the next.
I mean, we could wait, but if listen, I know how it happened. But if you want to share it on the way out,
I think it's only fair.
I think it's only fair,
Let
right?
the listeners know.
Let's listeners know. Yes.
You know what? There's a lot of people, and
Yes.
I know that's a big thing that they're
Yes.
all waiting to hear.
All right.
And let's
Well,
talk.
So
let's talk about that.
Okay, so let me set it up real quick. So you're at the bar, and you tell Nikki, I want out. Nikki says, you were never in. You're free to go. Lou Gehrig's disease, he passes away. You're working the furniture business. Take it from there.
Well, I was working the bodybuilding business,
Yeah.
international bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Nikki had not passed yet. He
Okay.
was in the prison hospital with Lou Gehrig's disease.
Okay.
Doing 11 years.
Okay. All right.
Which was bogus. But he's a man. Okay. So I opened the gym, and I closed the gym in about a year and a half, 2 years maybe. And a couple of people owed me money. 17,000 on one person, $19,000 on another person. The reason for one person was I remodeled the house for him, and the washer and dryer didn't fit. I took out the prints. I said, this is exactly what the prints were. Oh, she don't want to pay you. I said, okay. I'll see you soon. Another guy I had to deal with, and I thought it was him, but it wasn't him. For years, I thought it was him. And I fucking loved this guy. I loved him. So the banks closed. All the money was lost. Then I went back to the other guy. I had him meet me, and I said, you have to pay me now. You get somebody else to do the right specs, but you got to pay me.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I'm not going to let her do that. And I took a butter knife, and I put it under his chin, and I lifted his head up. I said, if you don't pay me, I'm not only going to kill her, but I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to kill your family and your fucking dog.
Shit.
Well, little did I know, he had a connection all the way to like number 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That bad guy. That
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
that
yeah.
drinks scotch and he gets mean.
Oof.
Well, so I said, well, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I knew it was coming, but he sent pretty bad dude. I think I could have beat him hand to hand.
Yeah.
But he was a bad dude. And he came to see me on Ralph Street in that gold store. And he said, you got to lay off this guy. He's with the other guy. You understand? I said, yeah, okay. Well, what are you going to do? At the end of the conversation, before there was friction building, I said, I'm going to be down at the Atlantic Mills. I'm going to bring Jim over there, and I'll be there. He said, yeah, I'll come and see you. Which was a little weird. Why the fuck you coming to see me? So he comes down. It's still daylight. It's about 4 o'clock. And he said, oh, this is a nice place. But he's not really looking at the place. He's looking at the wall at Borelli and Aleppo Street where you can't get out. It's so high in the corner of the Atlantic Mills. Looking over there, looking over here. So I said, all right, well, I guess I'll see you later. Yeah, take it easy. Then about 4 hours later, a guy pulls a 9mm on me. He's got 15 shots. I counted every one of them. I'd like to know what the count is, you know? And he starts shooting. I had a gallon of water over my head. No shirt on. And the first bullet hit the gallon of water and it exploded. And I ran towards the corner, but I couldn't get out. It's like 15, 18 feet high, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But you know, like in the old schools, you had the dungeons in the old school with the bar.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're
Right?
talking about. Yeah, that's right,
So
right, yeah.
I ran that way, and I'm counting, and he went past 7 on the count. I said, oh, my God, and I'm zigzagging.
They say never run straight. Yeah, it's
Never
zigzag.
run straight because
Yeah,
they got to
exactly.
go like this.
Yes.
I jump up on the first bar and push myself up against a brick wall and lunge myself back on top of him. I roll over, get up and start running. He gets up and starts firing. Bam, bam, bam. He's up to like 14 in my head.
Yeah.
I get up to the Manton Avenue powerful lights they have when entering the Atlantic Mill.
Yeah.
And pow. My brother said he got down on one knee because he couldn't hit me.
Right.
He got down on one knee and got me in the kidney, through the colon, through the intestines,
Damn.
through the liver with one bullet.
Wow.
He came up to me because I'm done. I got no wind. When you get hit in the in the torso, you can't feel much and you can't breathe. All the wind is knocked out of you. So he walked over to me and he got the gun and put it on my head, on the side of my temple, and clicked. And I looked at him.
15 was in your kidney.
15 was in the kidney.
Wow.
He cocks the 9mm, puts it back on my head, on my forehead now. Click. No more bullet.
Wow.
But I looked bad, Bobby. I had a hole under my heart through the liver.
Wow.
Blood was coming down. The girls in the cars were screaming, and oh my God. It was a hell of a scene. But made it to the hospital, and I never, ever took revenge. Just didn't do it. I wanted out. This life isn't for me. I'm going to go. I'm going to do it. A whole
So do you think that was your ticket out? That after experiencing that, they're like, because now you owe him one, right? Like that would technically, if you're keeping count.
Yeah, but I was still loan sharking, bookmaking, extortion.
Right.
I was still doing that stuff.
You were dabbling.
Yeah. And prior to that, I got charged with a gold robbery of $1.6 million of Armburst chain. Yeah, well, it was good. I had a gold store. The guy came in.
That was the end of your marriage, wasn't it?
No.
No?
No, the end of my marriage was November.
But that was the gold, right? You didn't even they tried to get you on the gold, right?
Oh, yeah, Brendan Doherty arrested me. They
Right?
They thought they had me, but they didn't. They couldn't get nothing on me. 9 pounds of gold was in the car. It wasn't my car. The kid, Joe, was a stand-up kid,
Yeah.
you know? But that was something, you know. When you add up all the heists,
Yeah.
Latanza, and all them, 6 million, you add all that up to 30-something million on the bonded vault. When you add up all of that stuff, it's all split up. I was considered the largest heist for a single man
Wow.
in history.
Wow.
Imagine that.
Man.
Boy, did I spend that money.
Hey, so real quick, you're in the hospital. You got a hole in your chest. How long before you're like, I'm out of here? You get up and get out because you didn't stay.
Well, first of all, when I woke up, Brendan Doherty was over my face.
Who did it?
He said, no, he didn't. He goes, look, we found out who did it.
Oh, wow.
Look at the pictures. I said, I don't know who they are. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, but it took about 16 days for me to come out.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember walking into Monticello's and Ray Gardner was my stylist.
Yeah.
You could have a stylist. They set you up.
Yeah.
I love Ray. And Ray said to me, what are you doing out? What the hell are you doing out? What are you doing? I said, don't worry about it, Ray. Come on, hook me up. I want to go out. Hook you up. And he opened the jacket and he looked, there was still blood on the
Bandages.
bandage.
Man.
He's a great friend. I love Ray. But that was something.
That's amazing. And that, like, I think you were already there. Like, you knew, right? But that set it for you. This is, like, you recovered from that, and your life is different, right? You never looking back, right? You realize that this is your out. Like, this is, you punch your ticket, right?
I was a thickhead. Even after I got shot, I wanted to go around and say, "Hey, how you doing?
Yep.
How you doing?"
Yep.
I couldn't get away from it. I loved the life.
Yep.
Let me tell you, all those guys up there back then were incredibly friendly and loving with each other. We would work together, do things, make it happen. They were the best. I mean, there's some people that are still, if you want to call them made, whatever that banana is, I love them. Loved them forever.
Yeah.
You know, great guys.
I wouldn't forgive myself if I didn't ask. CNC, buddy. And did you hang out with him at all? Did you have any?
The only thing with me and Buddy was we met at Alex Tomaso's club off South Main Street on the side there. And I had a killer first wife. Only in looks. Anything else, I got to pass on. But Buddy gave her, he was looking at her. Even while he was talking to me, he kept his eyes on her ass, her tits. She was Miss Figure USA. She was fourth in the universe pageant.
Oh, wow.
So she was a knockout. But he was disrespecting me.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
But he was an ego guy. He was the guy had the biggest ego you ever seen. Like,
Oh.
and I think to him, that was okay. You know what I mean? Because of who he was. You know,
Yeah, but if I would have punched him in the fucking face,
right?
his ego would have shrunk.
Yeah. You would have killed him.
I was
Yeah, you
pissed
probably
at
killed
him.
him.
I was pissed at him for doing that.
Yeah.
Alex was right there watching it all. You know? Alex knew.
That was a funny time.
Yeah.
That was a funny time.
But one other time I was on my motorcycle with another guy and we pulled up and then we went somewhere right near City Hall. We come back and start the bike up and the fucking sheriff comes over. Buddy wants you upstairs. We go upstairs and Buddy goes, I'm like, who do you guys think you are with those motorcycles? I said, they're not fucking straight pipes. They're regular bikes. And it ended up where he just wanted to, like, with his ego, talk to me.
Because he knew.
that
He knew.
man.
Because he knew. Obviously, he knew who you were. And
No.
oh, he didn't know who you were.
Oh, he didn't know.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't know at the time.
Huh.
He found out, you know, a few years later.
Yeah.
But still, to do that to someone for a motorcycle.
Yeah. Come
crazy.
upstairs. Like, yeah, right. You don't have anything else better to do, right? That was a different world, though, brother. That was right. That was a different time.
Let me tell you, Bobby,
Yeah.
this is a different world.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
for sure.
really a different world.
For sure. For sure. Yeah.
You know, between the tech stuff, the expense for everything.
Yeah.
It's just unbearable today. I feel bad for these younger people coming up. Where are they going?
Sure.
You
Sure.
know?
So real quick, Bobby, before we walk out of here, if you could offer advice to the young folk listening to the show, right, who are on their journey and they're looking for some direction in life and they may feel like everything they do doesn't quite lead them where they want to be, what advice would you give them?
Well, first of all, I would say don't you dare take any shit from anybody in your life, no matter what the situation. And also try to work things out as much as you possibly can because it's not worth the headache. I just don't believe that you should let somebody disrespect you and treat you like a lowlife. And don't you ever let anybody come near, even close, to your baby girl. Your girl is your girl, and honor her. That's all we got. And if we don't,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
Yeah. What are you standing up for, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, you are a gentleman, sir. You're a class act.
Thank you.
And it's just been an absolute, like, I'll tell you what, Bobby, I was really excited for this episode. You know, I interview a lot of people, and not to take anything away from anybody that sat in that chair in the past, but, you know, it's all been purpose. Like, the show is driven by purpose, but there's a little something inside of me, like there's a, you know, like that fan boy in me that's kind of like, wow, this is a legend in my studio, and you have such an amazing story to tell, and you're not done yet. Like, this is all monumental things that you're doing in your life, and I'm so grateful that you chose to come in here and share this with me and with Marco and Studio B, and I just want you to know that Marco, if there's anything that I can do to support your journey moving forward, brother, that door is always open to you, my man. Anytime you want to sit behind that microphone, it's yours. I just want to say thank you for being here, and I appreciate it.
Well, I'll tell you, you're a class act.
Thank you, sir.
You do a great job.
Thank you.
And I want you to know that I'll be back.
Amen.
Love it.
And I just want a little more to converse with.
Yep.
And I will have that.
100%.
And we'll tear it up, baby.
Let's do it, man. I'm so into your journey. I really am, Bobby. I am. So real quick, Marco, just want to talk about Saturday. I want the audience to know everything they need to know.
So you can. So the tickets are available right now. They're $35 a piece. You can inbox me directly. I can get you the tickets. I will meet up with you. No matter where you're at, I will bring you the tickets in hand if we need to do that. Or if not, you can show up there on Saturday at doors open at 6 o'clock. They're $35. The show starts at 7 p.m. It is the premiere of Boss Angel, Maryland and the Kennedys. Come down. It's over at the Bishop McVinney Theater Auditorium in Providence. So I explain it this way. If you take the first exit when you merge from 195 onto 95, it's the first exit. Stay on Westminster right across. It's going to be right on your right-hand side. You can't miss the theater. It's that oval-looking, what everybody always wants to know what it is. Yeah. Well, that's the McVinney Auditorium.
It's 43 Dave Gavitt Way.
Correct. Yeah, it's right on the overpass for 95. Okay. So we're going to be there. We're going to be there all day long. But if anybody wants to come by during the day early to get some tickets, we have the tickets. Awesome. They're available. And like I said, you can inbox me at Social Table Events, Bobby Kudo. Yep.
Whatever.
Just get a hold of us. Yes. We will get you the tickets. The $35 in advance.
And just real quick, what are people expecting when they arrive? It's food, drink.
There's Bob. You can get a little bit more on that, but there is some drinks, there is some food,
there's beer and wine.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
which is good. I mean, and then we have books from both Boss Angel and Unmade.
Yeah,
and we have a step and repeat that I just had made for Boss Angel.
Oh,
so anybody that wants to take pictures,
that's awesome.
There's no charge.
Yes.
Just come.
Yeah.
I'll take them with them. Other actors will take them with them.
And that's right. The whole cast will be there.
The whole cast.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Even Joey Achilles coming.
Oh,
from
awesome!
Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. Oh, that's awesome. That's going to be great. All right, awesome.
It's going to be a beautiful episode.
Yeah.
See, it's an episode of Boss Angel.
Yeah.
Want to make that clear.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to spend an hour watching film. We have a beginning that's special that a lot of people will enjoy.
Yeah, that I've heard about.
Yeah. And we're just going to have a great time, and we're going to look forward to selling the concept.
Yeah, I think we're going to be sold out. So I do suggest that people get there early if they plan on buying the tickets at the door.
Okay.
If not, reach out to us. The last event for Unmade, I believe we sold like between 600 and 700 tickets.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was 750.
So yeah.
But you know what, Marco? You have what was I gonna say? Jesus, I got lost there.
It was like, so the last event was 700, about 700 tickets. Like I said, 750. Yeah. So this event we're planning. This is this is a motion towards Netflix.
Amazing.
This is
Yeah.
big,
Yeah.
really
Right.
big.
Right.
This is
Well, Stranger
huge,
Things is
man.
done, so
It's-
everybody's just longing for their show. There's a big gap that's
Correct,
missing that we're gonna fill it with Boss Angel.
And I'm
That's-
going to add all this too. Also,
Yep.
so like I said, doors open at 6:00.
Yep.
Buy the tickets now. They're $35 in advance. $35 at the door. The event starts at 7:00. Following the event, immediately following, Boss Angel after party. It's going to be taking place over at the George in downtown Providence.
And I'm going to sing and dance.
Listen, I think I think we're all going to be singing and dancing at that moment.
For sure.
I've heard people say that too much of anything is no good for you, baby.
So, and this is free to the public, so everybody can come on down. The cast will also be there.
Excellent.
The George is beautiful. We got the restaurant on one side. They can call to make reservations if they want to grab some food, sit up, have a table on the side. Just call the George, inbox us. We can get you the reservations directly
sure.
if you inbox me at Social Table. And like I said, that's the official after party will to be taking place there for Boss Angel.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a great Saturday. I also have something else to add at the end. Something else that's going on Saturday night.
Sure.
Outside of Boss Angel.
So, but real quick, if anybody wants to get a hold of you, it's 508-989-5552
Yep.
or 401-722-9992.
Now, I just want to announce that we would appreciate cash only.
Cash on.
Correct, yeah. Tickets are cash only.
It makes it so much easier.
Absolutely.
If somebody does have Venmo or anything like that, we can deal with even a credit
We
card.
have it. We have the Venmo.
If somebody needs to buy tickets with a credit card, they can reach out to me directly. I can make that happen. That's not a problem.
Oh, good.
We can definitely make that happen. So it's and there won't be extra fees or extra charges like that. If somebody wants
No
to buy on my
convenience
credit-
fees? There's no
no,
conven-
no.
Oh,
They can
good,
reach out to me
good.
directly, and we can make the credit card purchase through me, and that'll be fine. You know,
Excellent.
We could definitely make that happen.
Excellent. What else you got there, buddy?
So, adding on to Saturday night, another huge event, which is a friend of ours, Alex Tomaso, great gentleman. He has got the world legendary DJ Louis DeVito at Medici Saturday night. Doors open, I believe, at 10 p.m. Some tickets are still available. This is all VIPs are sold out.
Wow.
All standing VIPs are sold out.
Wow.
We have, and I mean, like when we created VIPs to sell some additional ones, and we're completely sold out. There are some tickets, very, very, very limited tickets available.
Okay.
This will sell out.
So best way to get tickets right now, they want tickets.
Just
How they get it?
honestly, I've been having people. I had since I've been sitting here, I had 3 people hit me up for tickets.
Oh, wow.
Go on Eventbrite.
Okay.
And just buy the tickets for it. This. I mean,
Do I need a ticket?
No, you're all set.
Yeah, you're VIP. You're VIP.
You know, Bobby, you know a guy.
I like Medici. I like that place.
Right?
But
It's great.
It's going to be. I'm so happy for Alex that this event is. I can officially say it's going to sell out.
Yeah,
it's definitely going to be a sold out event. And Louis, the greatest thing about Louis DeVito, he does all the New York City undergrounds. Famous DJ worldwide. Has toured all over the world.
Yeah.
He's actually doing a open to close set. No opening DJ, no nothing.
So
he's playing everything for like 4 hours straight.
Wow.
This is to me this is going to be Louis DeVito's, like, you know, up to this point of the year.
Yeah.
This is the main show.
So what time should I get there if I want to be there?
So doors open, I believe, at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But you know what?
Oh, at Medici?
At
9
Medici.
o'clock?
Yeah. No.
Well, I can go from...
Yeah.
Well, after the after party. It would have to be the
Yeah.
after
No.
party.
So the
After
goal
party.
is we're gonna go to
the after party.
We're going to the premiere. We're going to the premiere, then to the George, and then we're all heading over to Medici.
So after party.
Yeah,
That's
Medici.
the
So
plan.
at 10 p.m.
Put me down.
Yeah,
Right.
I got you on the list.
Yeah.
You know a guy. But
Are you wearing a suit? Are you wearing a suit that night?
No.
No.
I got something. Forget it.
Get on that mic so we can hear you.
I can't.
Get on that. There you go.
I can't wait to see what he wears.
I have something that's mainly black, but sparkles like Marilyn.
There you go. There it is. There it is. How about you, Marco? What are you wearing?
I'm gonna go with what I normally do, all black.
All black.
But I am wearing a suit.
Black with Jesus. He wears black
We're
with
gonna
Jesus.
look like partners.
I do wear a suit, so I will be wearing a suit that night. But
Nice.
Okay.
I haven't
kinda
chosen my shoes yet. I might wear some sneakers. I don't
No, go black.
Yeah,
If
but
you're
no,
gonna go black, go black.
go all black.
Go all
That's
black.
what I figured. Yeah, that's what I
Alright.
figured. All black.
I am. I'm black.
Bobby just told me I gotta wear
Even
all
my
black.
watch. I'm not wearing like a Rolex or anything. I'm wearing my black diamond watch.
Bobby, you have a lot of Rolexes. I've noticed.
No, I'm looking for them. I'm trying to build.
Me too.
Hey, you guys Fantastic.
You're the man. Thank you for being here, man. You fit right in here. I love it. I love it. You have amazing energy, sir. You really do.
You're unbelievable, though. You were spot on.
Thank you, man.
Wasn't he spot
He is.
on?
He's listen. This is why I try to make this happen.
I love you, bro. Thank you.
It was
man.
awesome, man.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I can't wait.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. Anything else, Marco?
Yeah,
go.
so tonight, Friday night,
Yep.
we're gonna be at Medici for the old school party. It's a night dedicated to Big, all Biggie
all right.
music,
All right.
all that stuff. So that's tonight at Medici.
Tonight?
Friday night tonight, Medici.
Yeah.
And of course, tomorrow night we're gonna be over at Medici with Louis DeVito. The party earlier.
Tonight.
Well, no, today's Thursday.
I'm sorry,
But
I'm sorry,
you're right.
Thursday.
But you're right.
I'm
If
coming
this,
with you.
when this is
Where we
released,
going?
you're right. When this is released, it'll
Correct.
be Friday.
Yeah, that's
so
what
you're good. Yes, on the release. He's talking the
So
release.
where
I
are
got
you
you.
going now?
He's good at it.
So right now, I'm actually going to the George to go see.
All right, let's go.
That's where we're
He's
going.
ready to go.
But yeah, no, it's all great. And of course, don't forget. I believe it's what we got. Our party down at the brew house.
I was gonna say, and St. Patrick's Day.
Well, so we're doing the 14th. We're not doing the St. Patty's Day.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're doing St. Patty's Day. It's I'm sorry, Saturday is. You got me all confused now with dates here. So we're gonna be Saturday the 14th at the at brew house.
At Brew House.
Yeah, it's gonna be what's her name? Lindsay and Jake are gonna be performing.
Oh, okay, great.
So
Yeah,
it's
they
gonna
were
be-
great.
It's
They
gonna
were
be a
great.
great night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just recently announced our next comedy show.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's actually going to be a really funny one, man. These two guys are awful from Boston. They're bringing that whole Boston Irish flavor to the
Love it.
to the brew house that night. And, we're doing that. I believe that's going to be May 2nd.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, correct. May 2nd.
Bobby, who works harder than this guy? There's nobody
listen.
working harder than this guy.
Bobby, where you
Right?
going?
Going.
Where you going? We're not done yet. Hold on. No, not yet. Hold on. We're still closing out.
It's like I'm all set.
Bobby's like, I don't care what he's got to say.
Out of here. Screw this.
Bobby's like, fuck you, Marco.
Yeah, baby.
Bobby, I love you.
I love this guy. I love this guy. I love it.
He's like, he's confusing me with all these dates, Fridays and Saturdays. What the fuck is he talking about?
Thursday from next week. Guys, thank you so much for being
But that's
here.
all we
I
got.
appreciate it.
Hi, we're
Awesome.
at Medici on Friday. We're going to the, I don't know, the Camille's on Saturday. And then we're going to jump back to Thursday. And who knows where we're going then.
Marco, thank you so much for being there, brother.
Absolutely, brother.
David, thank you so much for being here. Jojo, I appreciate you. Bobby, thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Thank
I appreciate
You're
you.
the best. You're the best.
And I will see you
This
again,
is
right?
the best one that I've ever been.
Thank you, brother. This is amazing. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe to the show. And remember, always remember, everybody, that all roads lead here.